Day 339 of the worldwide Megacrisis Hungerstrike. I'm feeling it. 95 hours, no food. I can't believe it already. Oh, a little bit of a headache. Tired. Hard to sleep right now. I accidentally dumped some water on my laptop, so it's drying over there. So I thought I would try and sleep, and I can't, interestingly. My mouth has a metallic taste. Oh man. Hopefully I'll get a second wind here tomorrow or the next day, but there's always one day that's hard like this, or a couple. Anyway, you're worth it. We have a mega crisis to stop. I have to actually make these shorter because now my breath is short and it's tough. So let's go to the emergency core, which is world news. There was a shooting last night at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which means tensions are rising. China is on its way to the Strait of Hormuz, which is the whole Iran conflict. It'll be the first major confrontation of the states in China. Oh. It'll take 1 to 2 days for China's ships to get to the Strait of Hormuz from one of their bases in Ethiopia. And it takes roughly 6 to 9 days from around the Philippines, and then about 2 weeks to get there from the furthest part in China. So it'll be quick. We have to start God's government, you guys. The Messiah has come, and it's in you. The maestro, the science, the true science. Cloud mythos, people are starting to wake up to what it means. Even Bernie Sanders is starting to freak out and holding high-level AI summits because he realizes what's happening now. It's extreme. If you don't know, Cloud mythos is the AI that's leading the AI race ahead of everybody by far, which means that they're going to dominate because it's an exponential trend, a singularity. Once you're ahead, it gets further and further and further, as long as you can keep that pace. The good news is Anthropic is the AI company that cares about ethics, which is great. But we need to get universal logic to them, and their evaluation, they started up only a couple of years ago after they ditched OpenAI. So they're new, one of the newest, and they're now valued at $1 trillion. Trillion. Imagine starting a company like 4 years ago and now it's worth $1 trillion. They just raised 30 billion and there's going to be a lot more coming. But I think that's because people who are in the know, like I am and hopefully you are now, knows that they're the real deal. They actually do care about ethics, even though they've had to do some controversial things to get out ahead. They're still trying. They're in double binds is what it's called. If you don't know what a double bind is, go look it up because it's what's causing trouble in your life too. And I'm teaching a way to get out of them. Oh man, what else is happening? There's so much happening. That's not coming. CRISPR, they're curing the first deafness. Hereditary deafness is being cured by CRISPR. CRISPR is a very powerful tool genetically. Look it up if you don't know about it. Okay, let's do a part of the core. As you know, the core sentence of what we're trying to teach here to solve the world issues is One World Spirit Core is about time compression through clarity on ego wisdom, the problem being the mega crisis, the solution being the 2 sacred sentences, and the implementation of that solution being flow rolls and flocks. We talked about the first part before, the core 1, which is the mega crisis and time compression and ego wisdom. Then we talked about the 2 sacred sentences, the empowerment and the content sentence. And now we're talking about flow rolls, about meetings. If your meetings aren't good, nothing else is good. So we talked about the executor being red energy. That's one of the flow roles. The next one is the opposite, the green energy, the relationship builders. So the executors, when they run a meeting, they don't really care about feelings. They care about deadlines and getting stuff done, and they don't want to hear excuses. So it can cause resentment and bitterness. So the other flow role balances them. They're the relationship builder. They care about how people feel, not necessarily where we're going or how fast we're getting there. They just want to talk about, did the executor hurt your feelings? Why? What happened? And then it either turns into a learning process or it turns into a correction on the executor or an improvement for the whole system. And they tackle your 11 life areas. There's 11 things that you need to have well-being on, or holistic well-being. And that is flow state on your physical, mental, academic, spiritual, and family, or spiritual and philosophical, your family, your friends, your intimacy, politics, finances, hygiene and style, and then dream goals. So the relationship builder handles all of those and has interventions for each one of those to help you as you're growing and burning your resources. You need to get replenished. And the point is to do this in flow so your productivity stays at 700% normal, but doesn't burn out. Flow state is not a burnout state. It's not anxiety. Okay. So those two flow roles are needed. There's two more, which I'll talk about tomorrow. All right. The last part of my update is we can bake our vegan cake and eat it too. Our professional, personal, and activist lives can happen all at once, including yours, across those 11 life areas. And for me, my intimate life area, I'm looking for the wife who wants to help me on this journey. She's probably changing things right now and is looking for somebody who's deeper. So the wifey slogan is, if she's too hardcore wise for everybody else, she's just right for me. She's vegan. She's a deep old soul, wise, but also playful and young at heart. Knows how to balance those and wakes up caring about people. Even if they treat her bad, she takes the vow of unabandonment, either explicitly or implicitly. So that's my update, 7 minutes here. These might have to get down to 2 minutes, but I thought I would leave an update while my laptop is drying. So trying to stay on top of these every day, as you can tell. And your help would be appreciated. If you want to join us, send me a DM. Share this because I'm being shadow banned like crazy. People like the message. And they think this is the end times. And they're right. But we can save ourselves through spirit and truth and a new type of infinite science that is the structure of pure wisdom, universal logic. Okay, see you tomorrow. Stay blessed and enjoy every single bite of what you're eating today. Okay, I'm hungry. All right, keep sublating.